E3 here with the E3 Daily Affirmation. There's so many ways to do this affirmation, and I'd like to share with you a way that I use the affirmation. So you could look at two sides. What's the worst that could happen? What's the best that could happen? Or you could say the shadow side and the light side, or the pain and the pleasure. The things I don't have control over, the things I do have control over. The past, well, maybe that's not accurate. Forget about past, future. So that's definitely something I'm experiencing for the past 13 months since being diagnosed with glioblastoma, stage 4 brain cancer. It's like the two most extremes I can imagine. Being so close to death, extreme pain, and psychologically having to face every single... It's like when I was diagnosed with brain cancer in October 2019, it was almost like a near-death experience where people, their life flashes before their eyes. It was like that, just instantly. Every out of integrity thought, action, emotion, every time that I disconnected from myself, every time that I hurt myself was critical, put in foods that were not in alignment with my highest health and happiness and integration. Any trauma and stress that I didn't integrate and heal, it was like all of that in a moment flashed before my consciousness when I was diagnosed with the glioblastoma. And it was a very beautiful experience because I wasn't surprised. Other people who knew me were surprised that I had brain cancer, but for me it wasn't a surprise. There was something like, it made perfect sense. And not only because of my past, but because of, I feel like even all the things I mentioned about the things that could have contributed to the glioblastoma, that I contributed, and things that were in my environment, maybe even things that were in my family lineage. Besides all that stuff, at the same time, I felt like instantly I knew it's part of God's highest plan for my soul's highest purpose. And I felt like my soul and God created this situation that I'm in. Maybe consciously I didn't choose to have brain cancer and all this pain and stress and challenges, but subconsciously in my soul and in God's will, I did choose to have it happen. And it's part of God's highest plan for me. And, so this E3 affirmation can be used to look at, well, that's on the one hand, you could say the negative or the brain cancer, the challenges, but what about on the other hand or side? What miracles could happen from this situation? That's what I've been curious about since day one. It might sound a little morbid or strange, but as soon as I was diagnosed, I felt like, yeah, this is the most amazing thing that's ever happened in my whole life. Because what if and when I fully heal and transmute these energies into something beautiful? Wouldn't that be an amazing story? Different than somebody who just started out fully integrated, fully connected to who they are, fully expressing their life path, and they're just doing that their whole life, and then they offer or live their life. But it's kind of cool to go from the deadliest form of cancer and all these challenges and transmute those energies into something beautiful. So that's another way that the E3 affirmation can be used. We can use that affirmation and the energy and your unique vibration that you cultivate when you do the E3 affirmation, or any affirmation that's supportive. So you cultivate that energy, and then you can bring that energy into anything. Any energies you want to release, your unique vibration, your unique flow state, and your unique life purpose can bring healing to those energies, or you can integrate those energies, you can transmute those energies. And it can also, your unique vibration, flow state, and life purpose, when you tap into that energy, you can bring that energy into what you want to create So I'm grateful to be in this position. It's extremely painful. Been sleeping like 1 or 2 hours the past, I don't know, few weeks. Waking up in extreme pain. That, like, I wish I could show you, but you probably don't even want to see anyway. The inside of my head and all that stuff that's going on. It's very painful, extremely painful. But there are little moments of like progress. So again, I'm kind of repeating myself, but in today's E3 affirmation practice, we have the beautiful opportunity right now, just as we are, to connect with our unique vibration, just for a few moments. And we can consciously send that energy towards things we want to release or heal or integrate or bring more love to. And we can also bring that energy to things that we're creating, that we want to nourish. And we can also just connect with this affirmation, feel the energy, see what happens, and trust that it will do the work for you, along with Great Spirit and your soul. So, with that being said, I'm grateful to do my own part, bear my own cross, with a smile in my heart. Sometimes there's a sad face, sometimes there's other energies, but deep down inside, I feel really, really happy to be on this path. It feels right. Like that's what I'm trying to say. It feels right. The pain feels right, the challenges, you could say close to death, close to rebirth. It feels right in my heart. So I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for your prayers, your support. I'm grateful energetically that we are connected right now in this most unique time in history. And I'm grateful to feel better and better and better every day. Okay, so with that being said, 3 rounds of the E3 affirmation. Again, just do your best and then let go. Right. I am embodied. I am empowered. I am ecstatic. The smile can't even wait till I say ecstatic. Geez, smile. Okay. Second round. I am embodied. I am empowered. I am ecstatic. One more. I am embodied. I am empowered. I am ecstatic. Just as I am, just as the situation is, and may you be as well in all ways. E3 here, wishing you well.